my love, understand the way I feel about you. For a while, tried to fight this feeling and deny the truth. But the earth, with every spin, it brings you closer to me. Every turn, your face is all that I ever see. All I want for us tonight is to let go. All I need is for you to believe you got me. All I want for us tonight is to let go. And I swear if it gets dark there, I'll always find you. Oh, I know, only want to see what's in front of you. But you know, recently it's me you've been walking next to. By your side, I'll be the light that shines your way. Through the night, never leave you lost in the dark. No, all I want for us tonight is to let go. All
Welcome. Welcome all. It's so nice to see everybody here. Welcome to the Lolita Fashion Show today here at Youmacon. Welcome to the Great Lakes Lolitas and Puvithel 2019 Youmacon Fashion Show. I should have said rather. Of course, we've got a designer here from Chicago as well. But first, we have gathered so many looks for your viewing pleasure. During the second portion of this show, you will see the unique and expressive styles of internationally recognized designer Puvithel. But first, we present a journey through Lolita fashion put on by the Great Lakes Lolitas, the local community, and statewide fashion club. Although Lolita fashion is a vibrant and evolving style that is enjoyed around the world, it originated in the 1980s as a Japanese street fashion popularized in iconic fashion districts like Harajuku. We will showcase looks from several sub-styles of Lolita so that you can all get a taste of the range and depth of this dynamic fashion. And the elegant, now please enjoy this elegant and deliberate detail our members feature in these coordinates. So, let's begin. Thank you. We'll begin our show at the most fun part of Lolita, what we call sweet. Perhaps it is the most essentially cute of the main substyles. To start us off, we have Sacarelli, wearing iconic sweet brand Angelic Pretty. Now, sweet is known for its adorable cuts, prints, motifs, pastel shades, and frequent favoring of the cupcake silhouette. And although not defined by Angelic Pretty, this particular brand, their prints are known for their profusion of pastels and sometimes over-the-top cute motifs. Here we have Angelic Pretty's Memorial Cake. Mimichi is wearing Angelic Pretty's Baked Sweets Parade. Note the yumminess of this particular print. Angelic Pretty is very well known, and Sweet in general, for the yumminess of their prints. This one features, of course, yummy donuts. Next, we have Lady Lucky Pack, wearing a staple theme in Lolita fashion, which is the chocolate coordinate. This theme spans the sweet and classic substyles and focuses on, you guessed it, chocolate. And this is a Chocolate Quartet is the name of the print. It also features, as she's walking down the aisles, you'll be able to see closer music themes. Now we have Gabriella, who is wearing an Usakumya over-the-top coordinate. Usakumya, you can see on the back, is the adorable stuffed bunny animal mascot of iconic and long-standing brand Baby the Stars Shine Bright. And over-the-top is a popular form of sweet fashion. It is exactly that, over-the-top. Rachel is showing off another bunny-themed coordinate over the top. This jumper skirt, what we call the strapped dresses, are from Angelic Pretty. And this wig was custom made for this coordinate. Riley showcases that sweet is not confined only to over-the-top looks, but can be subtle and cute, as demonstrated in this retro-themed look with jumper skirt by Angelic Pretty. Note the vintage gloves and tights by Baby the Stars Shine Bright. Melty Chocolate Strawberry is wearing an independent brand. Here is a vendor, in fact, at Youmacon in the exhibit hall, Sweet Mildred. And the scepter, adorable, she made it herself. And you can see also, Lolita can be comfy with appropriate footwear. Next, we'll be showcasing classic style with Doe, wearing Innocent World, a cornerstone classic brand. Recently celebrated its 25th anniversary. This style favors an A-line silhouette predominantly, is known for more subtle patterns and designs, such as floral prints, Victorian influenced, takes motifs from nature, literature, mythology, fairy tales. Innocent World. And here we have Industrial Girl, wearing brand Metamorphose, with an Alice in Wonderland White Rabbit or Red Queen twist. Meta, as the brand is more frequently known, has a dedicated fan following. They're known for their whimsical, dramatic, and often experimental concepts. Metamorphose, Tom de Fille. Minty is showing off the darker side of classic with Astronomical Clock by the independent brand Soufflé Song, featuring easy and acceptable parasol as an accent. Note the color balance of the wig with purse. Beautiful print by an independent designer. Lady Kate is wearing another independent designer, a Chinese independent designer named Neverland Lolita. Now her head dress and gold puff stars you can see on her head featured, she bought from vendor here at Youmacon, Lolita Collective. Please check them out in the exhibit hall. Now straddling the line between sweet and classic, Orion is elegantly adorable in Chinese independent designer Summer Fairy. The Beret by Pumpkin Cat, also a Chinese independent designer. And note the adorable mushroom brooch by independent designer Lily of the Valley. Love, again, that color balance with the red shoes. Gothic, we have Molly. Molly, this Gothic style is epitomized by mysterious, mature, even gruesome themes. Iconic. She's showcasing a jumper skirt by Japanese brand Alice and the Pirates. Gloria Beautiful Glassy St. Mary is the lovely print name. Caroline is showcasing a beautiful jumper skirt by Angelic Pretty, but note the overdress by independent designer Sweet Dreamer. Oh, she's also wearing an underskirt by a popular independent Chinese designer, Aurora and Ariel. And the wig, Epic Cosplay Wigs, guess where they're at? Here. Lethal Lethiel is wearing Vampire Prelude, an Alice and the Pirates design. This lovely black and white top is by an independent designer, Dangerous Nude. Now, what's lovely about a lot of these coordinates you're seeing here today, including Lethiel's, is that a lot of the accessories can also come from independent artists featured on Etsy. So you can find a lot of stuff there. Alice and the Pirates and Parasol. And next, Chrissy, in the ever beautiful showcase of what we call Aero Lolita. Kinky Kitty is an independent designer who made this dress for her with a moitié Japanese design choker. Aero is a very difficult fashion to pull off. It blurs that line, but still manages to remain elegant and streamlined. Now we'd like to showcase Denise here with the more masculine counterpoint to the hyper-feminism of Lolita fashion, that of OG, the Prince. She's our community mod, seamstress extraordinaire. She shows off her skills elegantly, somewhat roguishly, with a handsome blouse and handmade, all of this, handmade jacket, blouse, pantaloons. With authentic Alice and the Pirates, Name of the Rose fabric, handmade by herself. Kat Caroon is fashionably in season. Happy Halloween with print My Spooky Macaroon by indie designer Lady Sloth. The vest, Eat Me, Ink Me. Love paring down that bright print with a neutral black. Elegant. Now, we'd like to highlight a few looks from several sub-styles of Lolita fashion. First up is Amanda, who is wearing the Guro, gory, spooky sub-style of Lolita fashion that frequently includes elements such as ripped fabric, fake blood, medical bandages. Also note her Usakumya sports medical bandages of his own, an excellent addition. Guro. And Usakumya, as we said, is the iconic mascot of the brand Baby the Stars Shine Bright. Stephanie is wearing military style with a dress from Metamorphose and that beautiful sash by, of course, Angelic Pretty. It's a great way to showcase the love you have for particular brands. And next we have Classic Andy in country style, which can range between classic and sweet, but features themes and designs such as gingham, fruit, aprons, and straw hats. Things that remind us of picnics, fresh fields. This dress is by Little Dipper, independent Chinese designer. And now we take you back to the beginning with what we call now old school. That was begun in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s. This is McKenna on the right and Laura on the left. McKenna is wearing Bodyline with a matching bonnet with socks from Angelic Pretty. Laura is in Baby the Stars Shine Bright So you can see it's been a long run for some of these brands, and their styles have evolved over time, but they're still relevant and still being enjoyed, even though through time styles have changed. And now, speaking of other substyles, of course, I myself am also wearing a coordinate. This is a substyle called Sailor Lolita. This is a dress by Korean independent designer Leif. That is, looks like it's pronounced leaf, but it's actually Leif. And the hat is by Alice and the Stars. Alice and the Pirates. Alice and the Pirates. Well, thank you for joining us for that first half there. That was the Great Lakes Lolita portion of the show. Now we'll move on to... Oh, you know what? Just kidding. Enjoy my coordinate a little more here. What I love about this dress is for a tall girl like me, it actually reaches down pretty far. In fact, I'll put the microphone down in case you want pictures. Great for tall girls. Ladies, let's come back on stage. Let's get everybody back. Thank you for joining us for that Great Lakes Lolita portion of the show. Now we'll move on to our special guest designer, Puvi Thal. Puvi Thal is an alternative fashion designer who makes and designs original handmade jewelry, accessories, clothing, and handbags for J fashion and alternative styles. She is unabashed self-expression and spans many styles, including punk, gothic, Lolita, and menhira. However, regardless of style, Puvithel's items are loud and inspired by in-your-face aesthetic of American Gothic fashion, with a design tonight featuring intrusive thoughts and themes of anxiety and stress. Puvithel presents Anxiety Angel, featuring music by indie artist Angel Metro.
Lay your worries down at the feet of your anxiety angel.
hearing all the words that you're not saying. When the time comes to step it up, you choose to step back. The coward's move, how could I expect more from you than that? Used to call me on the phone and tell me lies. Fed into them 'cause of
Ladies and gentlemen, Puvi Thal.
now the stories scripted,
We'd also like to thank tonight's sponsor, Surreal Makeup. Visit Surreal Makeup in the vendors hall. Exhibit hall, rather. The vendors exhibit hall. Thank you, Puvi Thal. Does anybody have any questions for our designer tonight? You can just raise your hand. I'll call on you. You can just shout them out if you have any questions. I see one over here.
Bootleg shop in New Orleans.
Any others? Yeah, here at the front with the kitty ears.
Yeah, so the first thing I always suggest is don't worry about doing everything perfectly or having your perfect social media or posting at 7 p.m. every day or anything. Just get started on doing something. If you need to use like a print-on-demand site to just get something out there, that's even if people are saying, oh, well, it's bad because of this and this, it's good to just start. Once you start, you'll get into a habit of creating artwork and creating things, and then from there you can kind of refine what you do and search out better methods. But the most important part is always just starting and getting something out there.
I saw another question here with a fan.
So I don't self-print my stuff because that's hard, but I'm lucky in that I have an uncle who does he does print his own work kind of like as a hobby, so he prints things for me. I do also sometimes use print-on-demand sites. I do use production facilities in the US and in India as well to get everything working. But for beginners, I really do recommend just starting with something simple with a print-on-demand site. And often you can find people who do screen printing who are local to you who may give you a better deal or a lower minimum. That's what I recommend for starting.
And I saw a question here too.
Oh yes, I'm in the like the dealer's artists, booth C2. I've got a big booth with 2 mannequins. And most of the stuff you saw today is at the booth for sale. Some of it is made to order online at my site, puvithel.com, but you can come chat with me over there and I'll let you know which is which.
Do we have any other questions? In the back there.
I think the question was, how long ago did I start? Is that right? How old? Oh, well, so I guess like I've been doing little things forever. I started making jewelry in college. I think I was like 19, something like that. And then it spiraled wildly out of control. And now I am not 19. I started, like I'm getting real close to 30, so I gotta like keep that on lockdown now. But I started my brand itself, I would say like 2015, 2016 when I did my first convention, and then started Lolita Collective actually reached out to me, and I was like, oh, maybe I should like do this for real. And so it's been, next year will be like my 5th anniversary of actually like having a brand, quote unquote, so.
Any other questions? Over to the left here.
So currently my designs are heavily inspired by Menhera fashion and the community in Japan. The Menhera community is a community of people who want better mental well-being for themselves and others. They do a lot of activism for people with mental health issues and chronic health issues. And from that community, a fashion involved around vent art and using art and fashion as a way to bring awareness and address these subject matters formed. So a lot of my work is very heavily inspired by that style because I think that's so great that you can use fashion to like help yourself feel better and also like actually spread activism. And I have a panel on it tonight at 6 p.m. if you want to learn more.
Where's the panel at?
TCF.
It's in the TCF Center. 250? Maybe. Check your schedules. What's the panel called? Menhera?
Coping through art, Menhera fashion.
Wow, that's great. Thank you, Puvithal. Thanks so much for coming. All right, well, thank you. I can open also the floor to any questions, answers, questions about Lolita fashion in general from the Great Lakes Lolitas. I will say also that we have our own panel, informative, directly after this, about 4 o'clock. I can't remember where it's at. I think it's here. I'm not sure. I'm running it. That's fine. Thanks so much for coming to our show. We really appreciate it. Please enjoy the rest of the convention.
And thank you, Great Lakes Lolita community, for running everything for us.
Let me